Hi students, today I am going to start a new chapter, Applications of Integrals, and today's topic is area under simple curve, and also I am discussing some problems related to this topic, so listen carefully. Hi students, our new chapter is Application of Integrals. And we know that one of the important application of integral is to find the area of given function. So in this chapter we shall study a specific application of integrals to find area under simple curves, area between lines and arc of circles, parabolas and ellipses, and also deal with finding the area bounded by the above z curves. Okay, so let's start using first topic is area under simple curves. Okay, so this can be done either using vertical strip or using horizontal strip. So here we need to find out the value of area either using vertical strip or a horizontal strip. So let's start the topic. So first consider this figure. So here given that this curve, the function is y equal to f of x. Okay, the function curve is this is the graphical representation of this function. If we observe this graph, if we extend this line, this point on x-axis is A, and if we extend this line, the point of x-axis is B. Okay. So we need to find area under the curve, right? So using, let us take a very small arbitrary strip, arbitrary vertical strip, very thin, listen, very thin arbitrary vertical strip with height y and length dx. Okay, so from this small vertical strip, this is like a rectangle, right? So area is also a very small, so that's why I am write this area by dA. Okay, so it's a very small vertical strip. The area is very small, so I am writing dA here. And we know that area of a rectangle is length into breadth, right? So here length is dx and breadth is y. So here y into, here we get the area of this strip as y dx. Okay, so here dA is equal to y dx, not that dA equal to y dx in vertical strip. In every case it's same. Okay, and this area is known as elementary area. This area is known as elementary area. Elementary area. And let us name it as P, these points P, Q, R, S. Okay. And our aim is to find out the area under the curve P, Q, R, S. Okay. So dA is the elementary area which is located at the arbitrary position within the region which is specified by some value of x between A and B. And we can think of the total area A of the region between x-axis, ordinate x equal to A to x equal to B, and the curve y equal to f of x as a result of adding up elementary areas of thin strip across the region PQRS. Okay, and symbolically we can express this as A equal to integral A to B a to b dA, and our dA is y dx, right? So it can be also written as integral a to b y dx, and our y is f of x, right? So replacing this y by f of x, this can be also written as integral a to b f of x dx. So our function, our given function is a function of x. So that's why I am replacing this y by f of x dx. So note that this limit depends only x-axis. Okay, so using a vertical strip, the limit depends only x-axis. Okay, so next I am going to move on this horizontal strip. So let us consider this curve, and this function is expressed as x equal to g of y. That is, this x is a function of y. So again I am going to write this curve name as PQ, and let us extend this point on y-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, and let this point be A and this point be B. Okay, so in this case I am considering a small arbitrary horizontal strip. So draw a horizontal strip with very horizontal strip of length x and breadth dy. Okay, and this horizontal strip having a small area dA is equal to length into breadth. So this can be written as dA equal to x dy, and this area is also known as elementary area. So we need to find out the whole area under the curve. So considering the y-axis coordinate A to B. So our the area A of the region bounded by the curve x equal to g of y. So note that here x equal to, in horizontal strip, x is a function of y. So it can be written as x equal to g of y. So area of the region bounded by the curve x equal to g of y, y-axis, and the line y equal to A to y equal to B, and this can be written as integral A to B dA, or this A dA can be replacing this dA by x dy. This can be written as integral A to B x dy, or our x is a function of y. So this can be written as integral A to B g of y into dy. Note that here limit depends only y coordinate. Okay, so considering these two by considering these two terms here, by considering vertical strip, the integral limit depends only x-axis, and in the horizontal strip the limit depends on y-axis. Okay, so let us do one example. Find the area enclosed by the circle x square plus y square equal to a square. So first of all we need to draw the circle, and I hope you remember this is the general x square plus y square equal to a square is the general equation of a circle with the center as origin and radius a. So I am going to draw this circle. So taking center as origin and radius as a. So I am going to draw a circle with radius a. So this point is a comma 0, right? This point is 0 comma a. This point is minus a comma 0, and this point is 0 comma minus a. Okay, radius is a. So if you observe this figure, we know that the circle is symmetrical to both the x-axis and the y-axis, right? So we need to find the area enclosed by the whole circle, and we can see from this figure the area is equal to 4 into, let us name it as OAB, and this portion is same as that of the other 3 portion, right? So these 4 portion are same. So we need to find out only the area of first portion and multiply it with 4. We get the whole area of the circle. So we need to find the area of OABO and multiply it with 4. We will get the whole area of the circle. Okay, so let us consider a very small vertical strip. So this can be done in either using a vertical strip or using a horizontal strip. So first of all, I am going to use a vertical strip here. So using a vertical strip with a very small length dx, and here x varies from, note that this point is 0 to 0 and a to 0. Here y-axis point is same, right, 0, and x-axis point is varies from 0 to a. So from this we get the limit changes from 0 to a x-axis, right? And let us consider the length of this strip is y. Is always y, and this length is always dx. So from this we get area of OABO is equal to integral a to b dA, right? By using vertical strip, this is always y dx. So next I am going to write this limit as, here this limit is depends only x-axis. So by using the small portion, here x-axis varies from 0 to a. So I am writing here 0 to a. Next, in our question, given that x square plus y square equal to a square, right? X square plus y square equal to a square as our circle equation. Here we need a y expression. So by using our expression, we need to find y expression from given equation. So here from this, y square equal to a square minus x square, right? Square from this, y equal to plus or minus root of a square minus x square. So here we are taking the first quadrant portion, right? OABO lies in first quadrant. So our curve is in positive. We know that in first quadrant all the components are positive. So take this as positive. So we take y equal to root of a square minus x square. Okay. So replace this y by a root of a square minus x square dx. So after that we get our limit as 0 to a. The limit depends only x-axis. Okay, and root of our y is root of a square minus s square. So change our given expression into y form, or y equal to f of x. Y is equal to a function of x, right? So we need to convert it into a function of x and then replace it with the y. Okay, and we know that the standard integral of root of a square minus x square dx is equal to x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a. So I'm going to apply this formula here. So here we get x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a. Next I'm going to write this limit 0 to a. Okay, I'm going to apply the upper limit first. So replacing all x by a, here we get a by 2 into root of a square minus x replacing by a, here we get x square changes to a square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse, this x is changes to a by a. Okay. So this is our upper limit. Next I am going to apply the lower limit. So this term 0 into this term become 0. The whole term changes to 0 plus a square by 2 into sine inverse 0 by a becomes sine inverse 0. Okay. So here a root of, we can see that in the first term root of a square minus a square equal to 0. This 0 into a by 2 become 0. So this whole term changes to 0 plus a square by 2 into cancelling this a. So it will become 1, right? So sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Minus this whole term is equal to 0 because sine inverse 0 is 0. Okay. So the answer will be a square by 2 into pi by 2. That means a square pi by 4 is our area of this small portion OABO. Area of OABO is a square pi by 4. But we need to find out the whole area of circle. So we need to multiply it with 4 or 4 into area of OABO that we have calculated now will leads to our final answer, area of whole circle. Okay. So area of circle is equal to 4 into area of OABO, and replacing the value of area of OABO by pi a square by 4, cancelling these 2 4, here we get our answer pi a square is our area of whole circle. Okay. So by using vertical strip, next I am going to use the horizontal strip in this question. So considering a horizontal strip here, so let us name it as this portion OAB, and here also this is our origin, and the radius is A. So this portion, this A point is, coordinate of A is A comma 0, coordinate of Y is 0 comma A. Okay. So considering a horizontal strip, So I am going to draw a horizontal strip here with length x and breadth dy, and here also the whole area of the circle is equal to 4 into area of the small portion, that is OABO. Okay, so first of all we need to find out the area of OABO. So by considering this horizontal strip, the area of this portion is equal to integral A to B dA, and here dA is area of this small horizontal strip, that is x into dy. So by using horizontal strip, x into dy is always the area of the small portion. Okay, so next I am going to find out the limit. So here take only y-axis limit. So considering these 2 points, here x-axis is same 0 0, right? Y-axis is changes to 0 to a. So we get the limit of y as 0 to, limit changes from 0 to a, and I'm going to write this limit here 0 to a. Next our given function is x square plus y square equal to a square. We need to find out x as a function of y. Okay, so here by using this given function, we need to change this x in terms of y. So by using from this we get x square equal to a square minus y square, right? From this x equal to root of a square minus y square, right? Plus or minus root of a square minus y square. So here I am taking this portion. So this is in first quadrant, and we know that in first quadrant all are positive. So take only positive value. So taking x equal to root of a square minus y square here. So I am going to replace this x by root of a square minus y square and write this dy here. So this is our y. This limit depends only this y. Okay. So using the same formula, the standard integral of root of a square minus x square dx is equal to x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. Okay, so here the variable is y, not x. So converting this into all x into y. So the answer of integral root of a square minus y square dy will be y by 2 root of a square minus y square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse y by 2. And don't forget to write this limit 0 to a. And here also I am going to apply the upper limit. So applying the upper limit, replace all y by a. Here we get a by 2 into root of a square minus a square. Replacing this y by a, so here we get a square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse a by x by a. This is not 2, x by a. Okay, so sine inverse a by a. After that I am going to apply the lower limit, replacing all y by 0. Here we get 0 by 2. The whole term will become 0 plus and sine inverse 0, this term also 0. So from this a square minus a square is 0. So this term also becomes 0. The answer will be a square by 2 into sine inverse 1. Cancelling this a, this changes to 1. So here we get a square by 2 into sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So here also we get pi a square by 4. Then the area of whole circle is equal to 4 into area of OABO. The area of OABO, we get the value as pi a square by 4. So cancelling these two 4, here we get pi a square is our area of whole circle. So in both cases, so considering horizontal strip and vertical strip, the answer will be same. Okay, I hope you understood. This is our second example. Find the area enclosed by the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. And we know that this is the general equation of ellipse, right? Okay. And so let's start the solution of this question. So first of all, we need to draw a ellipse here. And I'm going, this is our ellipse, and we need to find out the whole area of this ellipse. And here also, note that this A, I hope you remember, A is the length of major axis, right? So, half of the length of major axis. So, here the whole value from A to A dash is 2A. So, A is 0. The A value is OA is equal to AA. I hope you remember the figure of ellipse, and we know that 2A is major axis, right, and 2B is minor axis. So, here A is half the major axis. So, here OA value is A, and similarly OB value is half the value of minor axis, that is B. So here OB value, OB length is B. So next I am going to find out the coordinate value of these 3 points 0, A, B. So this is our origin. So origin having the coordinate 0, 0, and the A having the coordinate A, comma 0, and B having the coordinate 0, comma B. Okay, I hope you understood this figure. So next, in the previous question, this is same as that of previous question. Our ellipse divide into 4, right? So this is symmetric, and we know that ellipse is symmetric about both x-axis and y-axis. So we need only to find out the value of one of the portion, area of one of this portion, and multiply it with 4, we get the whole area of area enclosed by the ellipse. Okay, so I'm going to find out the area of OABO portion. So the area of whole ellipse, we can write it as 4 into area of the portion OABO, that is this portion. Okay, so I am going to first of all I am going to consider the vertical strip. So I am going to draw a vertical strip with the height y and length dx. So it can be written as integral a equal to integral a to b dA, right? Or it can be written as integral a to b y dx. Next I am going to find out the limit. Limit is for a vertical strip, we need to consider the x-axis for limit calculation. So here, if you observe these two x-axis, these 2 points, here x value changes to 0 to a, but y value is remains same, 0 0. Okay, so here we get our limit as 0 to a, and next we need to find out the value of y. Our given equation is x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. We need y in terms of x, function of x. So we need to convert it into y form. So I am going to take this x square by a square into RHS. It will become 1 minus x square by a square. Okay, and after cross multiplying, here we get a square minus x square divided by a square. Okay, from this y square equal to taking this b square to RHS, it will become b square by a square into a square minus x square. From this y equal to root of b square by a square into a square minus x square. Taking b square by a square from outside this root, it will become b by a into root of a square minus x square. And also write a plus or minus here. And here also I am taking the first quadrant portion, and we know that in first quadrant all the terms are positive. So here we take only positive value of y. So replacing this y by positive value. So here we get b by a root of a square minus x square dx. Okay. So this I am taking this b by a outside because it's a constant, right? So b by a integral 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx is our step. Next we need to apply our standard integral formula of root of a square integral root of a square minus x square dx is equal to x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. So by using this formula, this step will become b by a into x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. And also write this limit. Okay, so next I am going to apply upper limit minus lower limit. So taking this b by a outside, first replacing this x by a, here we get a by 2 root of a square minus a square. This x is replaced by a, so it changes to a square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse a by a. This is our upper limit minus lower limit 0, replacing this x by 0, so this term will become 0, and here also sine inverse 0 is 0, also this term will become 0. Okay, so our answer will be b by a into, here also a square minus a square changes to 0, the whole term becomes 0. The answer will be a square by 2 sine inverse a by a, that is 1, and b by a into a square by 2 into sine inverse 1 is pi by 2, right? So cancelling this 1 a here, and our answer will be pi ab by 4. So this is the area of this portion only. That means area of OABO is pi a by 4. We need to find the area of whole ellipse. So we need to multiply it with 4. So the next step, area of ellipse is equal to 4 into area of OABO, that is replacing this area of OABO by pi AB by 4 and cancelling these two 4, we get our area of whole ellipse is equal to pi AB. Okay. Next I am going to find out the area of ellipse using horizontal strip. Considering a horizontal strip, so draw the same figure, ellipse, having let us name it as OAB here. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. The point of O is 0, 0, 0. Point of A is A, 0. A point of B is 0, B. So here I am considering a horizontal strip with length x and breadth dy. Okay. Here also the area of ellipse is equal to 4 into area of this portion, area of OABO. Okay, so here the area, first of all we need to find out the area of OABO, and which is equal to integral by using a horizontal strip. It is changes to integral A to B dA. Here using a horizontal strip, dA is x dy. Right. So next I am going to find out the limit here. So for finding limits, consider y-axis limits only. So here the points are 0, 0 and 0b. Here we can see that x-axis value is remains same 0, 0, but y-axis changes to 0 to b. So here we get the limit as 0 to b. Okay. So I am going to change this limit by 0 to b. Next I am going to find out the value of x in terms of y. So we know that the equation of a ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Right. So we need to find out x in terms of y. So taking this y square by b square into RHS, it will become 1 minus y square by b square. So on cross multiplication we get b square minus y square by b square, and x square equal to a square by b square into b square minus y square. From this x equal to root of a square by b square into b square minus y square. And taking a square by b square outside the root, here we get a by b root of b square minus y square. And here also take plus or minus value, but here we take only first quadrant portion, and we know that in first quadrant whole function value is positive. So I am going to take this x, or replacing this x by using only positive values, not that only positive values. That is, here we get a by b root of y square minus root of b square minus y square dy. Okay, and a by b is a constant, right? So taking outside the integral, and it will become a by b integral 0 to b root of b square minus y square dy. Okay, so here also using the standard integral root of a square minus x square dx is equal to x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a formula. By using this formula, replace whole a by b and x by y, we get a by b into x is changes to y, so y by 2 into root of a is changes to b, so b square minus y square plus b square by 2 into sine inverse y by b, and also write this limit 0 to b here. Next I am going to apply upper limit. So upper limit is y, so replacing whole y by b. Here we get b by 2 into root of b square minus this y changes to b square plus b square by 2 into sine inverse b by b. So this is our upper limit. Minus, next I am going to replace whole y by 0, and here we get 0 into this term, the whole term will become 0 plus, and here also sine inverse 0 is 0, so whole term will become 0 here also. Okay, and here we get a by b into root of b square minus b square is 0, so 0 into this term will become 0 plus b square by 2 into sine inverse, this b will cancel each other, and here we get 1 sine inverse 1, and this is also equal to a by b into b square by 2 into sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Okay, cancel this 1b here, and here we get pi by pi ab by 4. Okay. So this is the area of OABO, right? So we need to find out the area of whole ellipse, and which will be equal to 4 into area of OABO. Next, replacing the value of AOABO by pi AB by 4 and cancelling these two 4, we get the area of whole ellipse by pi AB. Okay, so by using vertical strip and horizontal strip concept, the answer will be same. Okay, I hope you understood this question.